I take the digital balance. I think the connection is... Yes, we are connected. Start the broadcast now.
In this weird story, we follow the same cursed ground through the part nobody puts on a children's poster. The taking of it. We take no side. We only follow it. And it opens with an order 4 words long. Leave nothing alive. Last time, a wall lay down flat at the sound of a horn. This time we walk through the gap it left, and into the thing the wall was hiding. The book has a word for what comes next. Harem, devoted to destruction. It does not mean conquest. It means everything inside is given over. Man and woman, young and old. The ox, the sheep, the donkey. The text lists it flat, like an inventory, and spares nothing. And the book does not file that under cruelty. It files it under faithfulness, obedience. The one thing it asks is that nothing be kept back. There is exactly one exception in the whole city. A window with a scarlet cord tied in it. The house of a woman the text calls a harlot, Rahab, who hid the scouts and bargained for her family. One red thread, and one house left standing in the ash. And then a smaller story that shows the rule has teeth in both directions. One soldier, Achan, takes a few forbidden things from the ruins. Silver, a bar of gold, a beautiful cloak, and buries them under his tent. The next city, a fraction of the size, throws the army back and kills its men. The winning stops, cold, until the one man who kept something back is found. Once he is dealt with, the machine starts again, and it becomes a list. City after city, the same sentence stamped after each one. He left none remaining. He left alive nothing that breathed. Town by town, the cursed land is emptied. It is not all marching, though. The book says the sky itself takes a side. When 5 kings march out to punish a city that made peace, hailstones fall from a black sky and kill more of them than the swords do. And then the line that stops the whole book cold. The commander is winning, but the day is running out, and he needs the light. So he gives an order, not to his army, to the sun. He tells it to stand still, and the book says it obeyed. The sun stopped in the middle of the sky and did not go down for about a whole day. The text adds, almost shaken, there has never been a day like it, before or since. Under that frozen sun, the conquest finishes its real work. The giants, the ones who turned a whole generation into grasshoppers, are finally hunted out of the hills, and the man who leads that hunt is the oldest soldier in the camp. His name is Caleb. He is 85 years old. 45 years earlier, he was one of the scouts who saw the giants and did not run. Now he asks for the worst of it as his reward. Hebron, the city of the Anakim, the giants with the names Ahiman, Sheshai, Talmai. And he drives them out himself. In the north, the great city at the head of the enemy coalition, Hazor, is taken and burned to the ground. The only city in the whole campaign, the book says, was put entirely to the fire. And when it is over, the book stops to take an accounting, and it reads like a ledger of extinction. The giants are gone, cut off from the hill country, from Hebron, from everywhere they had ever been, with one exception. A handful survive, in 3 towns on the coast, Gaza, Ashdod, and Gath. And then, the other side of the same ledger, 4 quiet words. The land had rest. But the book has just told you, in the same breath, where the last of the giants went. It gave you the name on purpose. Gath. Because the curse is not done collecting. Generations pass. The wars become memory. And then, out of that exact town, the one the conquest could not finish, the last giant walks onto a battlefield. He is the last of the bloodline that scared a nation into the desert. Wrapped in bronze, carrying a spear like a weaver's beam, He stands in the valley between two armies and dares anyone at all, to come down and face him. For 40 days, nobody does. 40 days. The same grasshopper fear from the desert, still alive 1,000 years later, holding an entire army frozen on a hillside. The same terror, almost literally the same giants. And then a boy comes down, not a soldier, a shepherd sent from home to bring food to his brothers. He wears no armor, he carries a sling, and on the way he stops at a stream and picks up 5 smooth stones. He only needs one, and the last giant falls. The bloodline that began before the flood, that survived the flood somehow, that emptied a generation into the sand and held an army for 40 days, ends face down in the dust of the one town the conquest forgot, brought down by a boy who came to deliver bread. Walk it all the way back. A crossing out of the sky. A bloodline of giants. A curse muttered over a drunk man's grandson in a tent on a drowned hillside. A land that devoured its own people. A horn that dropped a wall. An order to leave nothing breathing. A sun that stopped in the sky to let it finish. And the last of it, a giant face down in the dust, ended by a single stone. A sentence spoken at the dawn of the world, collected city by city, giant by giant, across more than 1,000 years, paid in full. And here is the only thing we will say about now. That ground, that exact ground, is still, today, the most fought-over patch of earth on the planet. The curse, if that is what it was, never quite lifted. We take no side in that fight. We only notice that it never stopped. Which came first, the curse or the fighting? Next time, a new ground and a new strangeness. Look for the one where the sky and the book line up a little too well to be an accident.
This has been the Digital Madman. If you enjoyed this, please share it, subscribe, and smash the like button so we can get the algorithm to pick it up. Thank you, and I will speak with you next time.